Thank you for subscribing to this channel. This is a Reading Part C practice video.
The correct option is A. Stress the significance of family involvement in resuscitation attempts. The paragraph mentions that the idea of supporting relatives who witness resuscitation is not new and has been researched since the 1980s. It also mentions that a booklet published by the Research Council's UK in 1996 called Should Relatives Witness Resuscitation? Suggested that family members who witness the resuscitation process may have a healthier bereavement and may feel reassured that everything possible has been done. The paragraph concludes by stating that it is more distressing for a relative to be separated from their family member during this critical time. Therefore, the paragraph emphasizes the importance of involving family members in the resuscitation process, which is reflected in option A. Option B is incorrect because although the paragraph mentions the benefits of family presence during resuscitation, it does not explicitly state that they are significant. Option C is incorrect because the paragraph does not suggest that witnessed resuscitation is outdated. Option D is incorrect because the paragraph acknowledges that CPR may be distressing but does not state that being a witness to resuscitation is traumatic.
Let's look at the next question.
The correct option is C, must not be denied because of personal feelings. The paragraph explains that in the latest edition of its Advanced Life Support Manual, the RCUK remains adamant that many relatives want the opportunity to be present during the attempted resuscitation of their loved one. But the decision to offer this option should not be solely in the hands of the resuscitation team or the nurse caring for the patient. Judith Goldman, a clinician and researcher at the University of Michigan, USA, suggests that the decision to offer the option of witnessing a resuscitation attempt should be evidence-based, and not based on the personal anxieties of the resuscitation team or nurse. Therefore, option C is correct because the paragraph emphasizes that the decision to allow family members to witness resuscitation attempts should not be denied based on personal feelings, but rather be based on evidence-based practice. Option A is incorrect because the paragraph does not suggest that witnessed resuscitation should not be the sole decision of the resuscitation team. Option B is incorrect because the paragraph does not suggest that witnessed resuscitation needs to be made available to all families. Option D is incorrect because the paragraph does not mention the number of relatives who request witnessed resuscitation.
Let's look at the next question.
The correct option is B, show that the opinion of the RCUK has not changed. The paragraph explains that in the latest edition of its Advanced Life Support Manual, the RCUK remains adamant that many relatives want the opportunity to be present during the attempted resuscitation of their loved one. The phrase, remains adamant, implies that the opinion of the RCUK has not changed, despite the passage of time and the evolution of medical practices. Therefore, option B is correct because the phrase, remains adamant, is used to show that the opinion of the RCUK has not changed. Option A is incorrect because the paragraph does not argue that relatives should have the ultimate decision. Option C is incorrect because the paragraph does not express that greater understanding is needed from staff. Option D is incorrect because the paragraph does not emphasize RCUK's opposition to excluding family, but rather emphasizes that the decision to offer the option of witnessed resuscitation should not be based on personal anxieties of the resuscitation team or nurse. The correct option is D, as Frank Lang suggests that discussing witnessed resuscitation with patients and/or relatives upon admission to intensive care would certainly help. And recent studies show public support for witnessed resuscitation and a desire to be included in the resuscitation process. He adds that the decision regarding whether to be present during resuscitation should be left to the individual person, because it's not for everyone. But medical teams need to gauge whether witnessed resuscitation would have benefits for the patient and/or the relatives, which can only be done through a holistic assessment of the specific situation at the time. Therefore, the suggestion is that early consultation with staff could benefit patients and family members. Option A is incorrect because there is no mention of patients and family members struggling to comprehend the process of CPR in the paragraph. Option B is also incorrect because there is no mention of follow-up support being required from resuscitation teams. Option C is not entirely correct, as the paragraph does suggest that there is some understanding of witnessed resuscitation among the public. But it does not suggest that all patients and family members have a good understanding of it.